and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And
That's right.
And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. I got one more quick one.
And then we got some more in Jeremiah 50.
Con.
There's a heavy chapter right there.
Con. This is Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 50, and Psalms chapter 50, verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. All right, back in Jeremiah 50 and 37. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. Therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein. And it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy.
Yeah, number one, that's talking about those Russians.
It says, their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble.
Yeah, that's that bitch Barry Soetoro or Mitt Romney, who's ever in office, you know, at that time, whether it's Barry or Mitty,
yeah,
or somebody else.
Bitch,
you're gonna bitch up. Who's ever in office, you're gonna bitch up. You're gonna shit in your pants. You're gonna quiver.
It says, anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. You know, and that's talking about when those missiles drop, like it tells you in Revelation, the 18th chapter, all these other nations, they're going to be crying because they're not going to be able to sell their wares here. And it's going to be it's going to be like one day America's here and the next day, or that same day or that hour, it's going to be gone.
Yeah, that's going to be breaking news over the world, all over the world.
Yep. So it's going to be something, man. It's going to be something. That was the end of the chapter.
Okay, you know what? Let's go right quick to Jeremiah 50, 51st chapter, the 28th verse to the 33rd verse.
Okay. Jeremiah 51 and 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, For every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might has...
Yeah, like we read earlier, they're going to bitch up. Read that again.
Yeah, it says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end.
And see, when that happens and we get you in slavery, we're going to get your woman. Your woman going to the gym, getting big booties and big titties and shapely Edomite women and women of the other nations, and we going to get them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's going to be part of the spoil.
Yep. Spoils.
You know, that's the spoils of war. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. And the nigga woman, she gonna snap right to it. She ain't gonna say a goddamn thing in that day. Right. I don't give a damn what Lahab says, or any of them niggas back there at one mess.
It says, and that the passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are affrighted. Verse 33. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come.
Oh, read that again, brother.
It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come.
And the time of her harvest shall come. So it's right around the corner. Now let's jump to the same chapter. Mm-hmm. Jump to the 44th verse.
Verse 44. And I will punish Bel in Babylon, and I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he hath swallowed up, and the nations shall not flow together any more unto him. Yea, the wall of Babylon shall fall.
That's beautiful. Now go from there to Job, the 19th chapter, and the 29th verse.
This is Job chapter 19 and verse 29. It says, Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that you may know there is a judgment.
Yeah, you're going to know that there is a judgment. All that pride is going to disappear when that judgment comes. Now give me Job 27 verses 13 to 23, which is the last verse.
Job 27 and 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Though he heap up silver...
Yeah, the white women, they're not going to weep when their husbands die off. Because they're going to be happy that, you know, the black man and the Latin man and the North American Indian man, the Israelites are in power. They're going to be in awe of our power.
It says, though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
Yeah, we're the just. Everything that you devils stole anywhere around the world, we're gonna take that. We're gonna wear it. We're gonna build with it. With the gold that you stole, with the silver that you stole, with all the mineral resources that you stole, we're gonna get that. Everything that you stole, that you took, we're gonna take.
And the innocent shall divide the silver. He buildeth his house as a moth, and as a booth that the keeper maketh. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. Terrors take hold on him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. The east wind carrieth him away, and he departeth, and as a storm hurleth him out of his place. For the Most High shall cast upon him, and not spare. He would fain flee out of his hand. Men shall clap their hands at him, and shall hiss him out of his place.
Yeah, you're gonna be hissed out of your place. So, I mean, this is your last hurrah. So enjoy yourself. You may not have 6 months left. You may not have 9 or 10 months left. You know, you're gonna lock hands with the Republic of Iran, and the Russians are gonna get involved, and other nations are gonna get involved. All your allies, the NATO nations, they're gonna come against you, and it's gonna be your end. So enjoy yourself in the little few seconds that you have. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.